Pythagoras once said, "A fool is known by his words, and a wise man by his silence." And centuries later, the legendary Indian teacher Chanakya echoed the same truth. The one who understands when to speak, where to speak, what to say, and how much to say, no one can stop that person from succeeding. Think about it. An arrow once released from the bow can never be pulled back. The same goes for words once spoken. Every single thing you say is like a double-edged sword. It can become your greatest power or your biggest downfall. We've all been there, right? You argue with someone, and then hours later in the shower you think, "Dang it, I should have said that. That would have shut them up." But in the heat of the argument, we're too busy trying to prove ourselves right. So what happens? We throw out words carelessly, words with no weight, just noise. And then, surprise, people stop taking us seriously. Sometimes they even start seeing us as, well, kind of worthless. Here's the irony. Many people cannot stay quiet because they feel silence makes them small. But the truth? Some of the greatest kings, philosophers, and leaders in history proved the opposite. They showed us that real strength hides inside silence. So today, let me share with you 5 surprising benefits of silence. These aren't just fluffy ideas, they're power tools for life. Number 1, silence makes you look stronger, sometimes even dangerous. Take Sun Tzu, the master strategist. He didn't waste words. Instead, he used silence like a weapon. His enemies would spiral into paranoia just trying to guess his next move. They'd tie themselves into mental knots, second-guess everything, and eventually mess up on their own. That's the power of silence. Here's the kicker. The more you talk, the more ordinary you seem. But when you hold back, when you speak less and observe more, people lean in. And then, when you finally do speak, your words land with the weight of a hammer. 2, silence keeps you from being fooled or manipulated. Here's a little secret. Con artists, smooth talkers, and manipulators thrive on chatter. But when you know how to stay quiet, you flip the game. You actually listen. You notice body language, tone, hesitation. You read between the lines. And suddenly, you're 2 steps ahead. People can only trick you when you give away too much. Silence is like poker face energy. You reveal nothing, but you learn everything. 3, silence gets people's attention. Ever been in class or a meeting and your mind just drifts away? You're doodling, daydreaming, or whispering to the person next to you. The teacher's voice is just background noise. And then suddenly, the teacher stops talking. Boom! Everyone snaps back. Heads turn, eyes widen. Why? Because silence shocks the brain. It's like an alarm that says, "Hey, something just happened. Pay attention." The same trick works in real life. Ever notice when you're talking in a group and no one's listening? You could be pouring your heart out, but people are scrolling their phones or zoning out. Then you go quiet, and suddenly, people start noticing. They look at you and ask, "Hey, why so quiet? What's wrong?" That's the sneaky superpower of silence. It makes people lean in. 4, silence makes you more creative. When you're constantly talking, your brain is in output mode. But when you're silent, you switch to input mode. You start listening, observing, reflecting. And that's when the magic happens. Suddenly, new ideas sneak in. You give yourself room to imagine, to connect dots, to create something fresh. Think of imagination like a bird. The higher you let it fly, the more you can achieve in life. Silence is the open sky for that bird. Many great inventions, books, and breakthroughs were born not in loud meetings, but in moments of quiet reflection. So, next time you're silent, don't feel boring, feel powerful. That quiet moment might be the birthplace of your next brilliant idea. Number 5, silence protects your goals and plans. Let's be honest. Some people treat their goals like a Facebook status. They announce everything. "I'm starting a business. I'm writing a book. I'm going to the gym every day from now on." And then life happens. Plans stall. goals fade, motivation crashes. And guess what? Now they look unreliable, even foolish. That's why successful people keep their plans under wraps until they're ready to show results. Silence is like armor. It shields your dreams from negativity, jealousy, and premature judgment. Talk less about your goals. Work quietly, and let success make the noise for you. Remember, arrows and words can't be taken back. Neither can spilled goals. Protect your vision with silence, and the world will see the results when the time is right. English. And here's the brutal truth. When you brag about your goals but fail to achieve them, people laugh. They say things like, "Oh, that guy? He talks a lot but never delivers." And just like that, your reputation takes a hit. Respect is lost faster than it's earned. That's why you should only share your dreams with the right people, the mentors, peers, or friends who can actually help you grow. Not the ones who secretly hope you'll fail so they can feel better about themselves. Take Jeff Bezos, for example. When he first started Amazon's cloud business, it was making him solid profits. But did he run around telling the world? Nope, he stayed silent. Why? Because the moment he shared, competitors could have jumped in and maybe even outshined him. By keeping quiet, he protected the idea long enough for it to dominate. Today, Amazon owns the largest share of the cloud industry. That's not luck, that's strategy. That's the power of silence. So here's the takeaway. Don't spill your goals too soon. Let your actions speak. Let your results do the talking. Silence isn't weakness, it's leverage. Use it wisely, and it might just be the reason people stop laughing at you and start applauding you. So, my friend, if this message about the power of silence spoke to you, even just a little, don't let it stop here. Hit that subscribe button and join our journey on the life direction. Here, we grow wiser, calmer, and stronger together, step by step. Remember, life doesn't change in one giant leap. It changes in the small choices you make every single day. Let's make those choices count.